Hickory Hut or Hooks?
Hooks.
Oh man. God damn. Oh man. I shit.
Hickory Hut got feathers on the chicken, bro. You pull that chicken out, there's some feathers on that shit, bro. Tell me I'm lying.
I ain't gonna lie. I done heard that rumor before. They ain't never got me though, man. Yeah. God willing, man. Biggie or Tupac?
Ooh, Biggie all day.
That's what I said, man. I ain't gonna lie. I always told people like, yo, Biggie, like Pac clearly made the better songs, but that dude Biggie's flow, he could rap right now.
I'm a true Tupac fan, but Biggie was like, Biggie actually, he brought the swag out. You know, Pac's just street cat. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but Biggie made us start throwing on the Versace and shit. Like,
facts.
Come out fresh.
Facts. Mike Tyson or Ali?
Come on, man. That's Mike Tyson, bro.
Hey, I'm saying, bro. A lot of people, they be on the Muhammad Ali, foot like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I always say he got knocked out by Joe Frazier. Mike Tyson is a way better Joe Frazier.
Man, people always try to be intellectual and try to be different. Mike Tyson, pure monster. Period. You know, I remember the fight with Bone Crusher. I'm like, hey, dude, hanging. I'm like, oh no, Lord.
Knocked him out right away.
Tyson was knocking people out in 1 second. I'm like, yo, I just got ripped off on the pay-per-view. But
you think he the best, like of all time, the best heavyweight of all time?
No.
Who you got as the best?
I like Lennox Lewis as the best.
Yeah, he whooped on Tyson.
Yeah, he's whooped on a lot of people.
He whooped on a lot of people, yeah. Lennox Lewis was that dude.
Yeah, he whooped on a lot of people.
Jordan or LeBron?
You know what? LeBron is that King James, that's real. That's a real statement. That's a real statement. It's LeBron all day.
Well, I said, that's a fact, man. I be trying to tell people, like, yo, when it comes to winning, Jordan got that shit. I get it. But we talk about just individual player. Just break down that. Man, this dude can do everything.
He is the most complete basketball player that I've ever seen play the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
I've seen a lot of people play. This guy can, and he still look how long he's been in the league. And he's still doing it at a high level. There's not been a season where it's like, oh, LeBron ain't balling. The team might not be balling, but LeBron is just balling, period, every time. And he's the big ticket. You know what I'm saying? If LeBron's coming to town, it's probably selling out.
Facts. That's a big fact. Nike or Adidas?
That's a tie.
Yeah.
Because I'm old school hip-hop.
Right.
I'm all about Adidas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Nike is just like, you know, you're talking about a business that's always on top, never in the they're never in the red. You know what I'm saying? They always winning.
All right, man. That's enough of that, man. We back with another episode of Say It No More podcast. It's your boy Wayne, my life, not yours, man. Sitting here with the CEO of Real Deal, E.N.T, man. We in the building, man. I'm sitting here with Willie Green, man. What's going on, OG?
Man, just chilling. Just chilling,
man. We in the building.
Enjoying winter, been sliding around. I should be a hockey player, all the ice skating we've been doing.
Hell yeah, man. I'll be seeing that post. I'll be seeing you your post, that big-ass driveway. That shit got to be a whole workout.
You know what's funny, though? You know what I'm saying? I got 2 driveways like that. So
it's a double work.
Yeah. You know, it's do this one. Nah, I got to go do this other one. You know what I'm saying? See? And they both about the same length. So
that's the tough part about living in Minnesota, man, right?
Man, you know.
And are you originally from here? You was born and raised here?
I've been here a long time. Family's from Illinois, you know, stuff like that. Chicago, born in Chicago. That's where my mom and dad met, married. She divorced, and then she married my stepfather here. Was a great guy. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been here. This is St. Paul as me. I'm with it.
Hey, you know? Man, that's what I like to hear, man. Speaking of that. So you the real face of St. Paul, ain't you?
Me and you been joking about that, and it's like the face. How do you feel about that? Yeah. The face of St. Paul has many facets. It's a lot of people doing a lot of really, really good things for St. Paul right now. Mm-hmm. So you can't just do that one person. It's like so many different people doing great stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to raise the kids in a positive direction. There's different sports programs, and the city's not involved. People are going in their pocket to help kids out. There's black businesses that are coming up out of nowhere. The face of St. Paul is just a lot of people, not just one certain person. That's no disrespect to
I like that
person. And he's part of that too. It's just like you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people doing a lot of really good things. So to me, if a person says that, it's kind of disrespecting all the work that everybody else is doing. It's like, yo, come on, man. There's a lot of people doing a lot of great stuff in St. Paul. So don't just say, hey, I'm the face of St. Paul. Just say, hey, St. Paul is a dope place to live, and it's an up-and-coming city, and it's a lot of great things happening for the youth in Minnesota, you know.
I like that. That's actually a great way to look at it, because that's kind of probably how a lot of people even felt anyway. They just didn't know how to break it down, like how you just kind of broke it down. Like, they just, what you mean you're not the face? But, you know, I like that, because you're right. It's a lot of people doing some dope things here, man.
Yeah, and he you know, it's like sometimes we say some stuff out of emotion, and it's out there now.
Right.
So now it's like, I hate to be him, because now it's like, now I got to be the face of St. Paul.
Yeah.
Now I got to do something wonderful. You know what I'm saying?
It's like putting pressure on yourself.
I think he can handle it.
I think he can handle it. He got it, man.
He's a fly dude. He's super clean cut. And,
shout out to Prince, man. Prince,
Prince
got it for sure, man.
Definitely.
But yeah, man, let's get into it, man. So like, I always like, it's like I never had a person like you on the show. I never had a person that really deals with artists firsthand. Like normally I have a bunch of artists, or I have producers, or different people that do different type of things. So I'm gonna ask you straight up, what do you think artists' main focus should be? The one, like as of like the ones in the Twin Cities that really don't have, I say, a buzz for themselves. And I know I know the cliche shit like work hard, but like you, from your standpoint, what do you think artists need to do?
They need to build their social media content. All day, every day. TikTok being number one, Facebook being a strong number two, IG, Twitter, Snapchat, you know what I'm saying? And YouTube has changed their format. So YouTube, if you want to really make money with your music, YouTube is where it's at, you know what I'm saying? But Amazon, streaming your music on Amazon pays a lot of money, and Tidal pays the most, you know what I mean? But your social media content should be your main focus right now, period. I mean, you should be posting all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And every post you post should be all about your music. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else. It's like, if you post a picture, your music should be playing with that picture. Why would you be posting a picture and you're paying money back? Yo, you should be playing your music. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So damn, that's a good way to look at it. So you feel like, because I see that shit too, and I ain't gonna lie. Well, like when I used to be younger, like I say high school, when I used to do, it was people I used to went to high school with that did music, right? And these cats would be like, you know, I only listen to my own music, and I always be like, why? And you know, like now that I'm older, I could kind of understand that standpoint. How do you feel about that? Do you think artists should only listen to their own music?
If you're trying to create music and not sound like other people, because music is addictive, man. You know what I'm saying? So if I sit in the car and I'm listening to what's on the radio all day, then I'm going to go in the studio. Nah, man, I'm going to be doing exactly what I just heard.
Right.
I probably heard that same. If I drove in the car for 2 hours, I probably heard that same 10 songs in that 2-hour stretch. Then I'm going to go to the studio and I'm going to try to create something. So my last 2 hours, I've been listening to the same music on the radio. So now I'm probably going to sound exactly like that.
Yeah.
You know, so I probably would not be listening to nobody ever. I'd be just listening to me, you know, all the time. It'd be like, yo, how can I make myself better? I wouldn't be comparing myself to other music. It'd be like, what can I do to make my music better, to make people want to buy it? I would look at what other artists look like and what their trends are and what's working for the fans to actually levitate to that. Mm-hmm. But as far as musically, I wouldn't want to listen to too much stuff, because you'll start to mimic that stuff.
Yeah, man, and that's like one thing that you notice, like, because I was born in '93, so I just like I listen to the shit that I like kind of groomed to like is rap music. Is not the shit that it gets played today. And I noticed back then when I was listening to rap, we had the rappers. It was like they went out like. You couldn't sound the same. You couldn't sound like this dude. That's why we had Ludacris. We had DMX. You know what I mean? We had 50 Cent when he came in. We had all these different things. And that's why it's like now I look at, like how you just said, it's like they take everything. They don't just take bits and pieces of it, but they take everything. Because, like, how'd you feel when you first heard, what is it, Panda by Designer? Did you not think that was Future?
No, not really.
You didn't?
Not really, because it was just kind of a club joint.
Right.
So, you know, I really only heard Panda like on Top 40 radio or in the club. So I've never heard him anywhere else.
That's real.
But Future had like the hottest mixtapes popping, so I was hearing Future all the time. So but you gotta understand, they come from the same place, so their influence is the same. So yeah, you probably would hear something, which ain't a bad thing. That's just where they're from, and that's what they sound like. So I
thought Designer's from New York though.
Designer's influenced by ATL.
Yeah, facts. He is though. And that goes to that whole thing. I remember a lot of New York people, they were saying like New York don't even sound like New York. They sound like Atlanta. Like now he's probably one of the first dudes to.
Man, I was going to Atlanta in the 90s, and Atlanta was New York. Houdini and Eric Sermon, all them people was down there. You know what I'm saying?
So you said the New York niggas was in Atlanta.
New York was in Atlanta.
Then Atlanta came back to New York. Damn, that's crazy.
When I was going to Freaknik and stuff in the early 90s.
Wait, what? You was going to those?
I took the help, man.
Oh, let's talk. Let's get to
hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, man. Wait a minute. Man, there's some cats there's some cats that tell you like everybody coming. Y'all coming. There's some cats that say, man, I went to Freaknik with Big Will, bro.
See, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
See, that's crazy to me because I ain't gonna lie, like, you know what I mean? Like, that stuff that us as kids, 90s kids, like, we was kids, so that was the shit we like, damn, I wonder what that's really like. You know what I mean?
Look, man, they went with me. You know what I'm saying? They went with me. Like, y'all going to Freaknik with me. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that are going to see that and be like, yep. And they was youngsters, and they came and they kicked it. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Arthur Jones, Lil Art, Turn Up, and ATL. You know, Thetis White. And man, these people went with me, like, and kicked it.
Was you doing like music and stuff around that time? Or?
I had a CD out at that time.
Oh, word?
You know what I'm saying? With two artists, David Ross and Naja Shaw. They had a group called LOC. We went down there and sold CDs out the back of big Corey Anderson Suburban. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, for real though. We was some youngsters, man. I remember pulling up in the Q45 up on Wu-Tang, like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Dude, man.
I heard a lot of stuff, so I just, you know what I mean?
This is not fiction, bro.
I believe you. I believe you. I done heard a lot, man. That's just dope.
Freaknik was something else. You know what I'm saying? Freaknik was, when I say wow. Has there been anything to top that? No.
No. See, that's legendary right there. What year was that? If you had
I went 94, 95, 96, and then it kind of ended. It ended, and I'm gonna tell you what happened.
What happened? I was gonna say, why the end?
There was some guys from Ohio got led into the projects by a female, and somebody robbed and killed the guy. Ooh. And after that, it kind of went downhill. We went back again, and it wasn't the same. And then the Olympics came there. So when the Olympics came, it fizzled out, and it never could regain. They had another thing called Jack the Rapper that was there that was pretty lit too. That was more of an industry thing, and I went to that a couple times. You know, Drake Relays that was in Des Moines, Iowa was super lit too. Now that's like, hey, I was running neck and neck with that.
Word?
Yes. That, you know what I'm saying? No, for real though.
No, I believe you.
Jermaine Dupri and all them people used to be at Drake Relays, man, and in Des Moines, Iowa, bro.
So that shit was really like, see?
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
St. Paul went and, you know what I'm saying? You know, I can't say no names, but St. Paul went and stole everybody's car, you know?
Shout out to them. Don DeMarco.
I ain't said no names.
No. Say no more. You know what I mean? You know the vibe. But that's just crazy. And just going back to like the whole, you know what I mean? Like you grinding it out, y'all grinding out like that. Do you see any art like, and is there any artist particular that you work with right now that you see a little bit of that in?
I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't, because that's just a whole different era.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's something different, and they had to experience. If they would have, you'd have to see that and take that in to actually even speak on it. You can hear stories about it and try to repeat them stories, but if you didn't experience it, then no. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna hear nobody sounding that mature in music here in the Twin Cities, because they probably was either too young and nobody was going to take them and let them see that. But I was taking my people and let them see that, and somebody was taking me to let me see that. So it was like my big homies took me to see that, so I'm the big homie. I'm taking my guys to see that.
Right.
No big deal. You know, like spend a lot of money. It's going to be a lot of females. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of cars, a lot of our people there doing wonderful things. And Freaknik was wild, man.
Yeah, that sounds like it, man. What's your thoughts on the current Minnesota music scene?
I like the Minnesota music scene. I think it's like very competitive.
Very competitive.
And I know a lot of time people want to be like Team Minnesota. I think that's a bad statement. That's just my opinion. Don't nobody start
I agree.
Blasting off. I'm like, you got to have a variety for other people in the world to choose what they want. That's like going to a buffet and you want to choose different foods that you want to eat. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have different styles of music coming out of Minneapolis and St. Paul and the surrounding communities. Everything doesn't have to be the same, and it doesn't have to have a governing body to say we're going to dictate how Minnesota music should sound.
Right.
Well, hip-hop, not music itself, because there's some great people in music that have been out there, from Prince and Next and Mint Condition and so on, and I can go back and back.
Shout out to Next, man.
Yeah.
They really had some hits.
But you know what? That's us. That's
St. Paul.
That's from my age down to you. Next is really kind of what we are. You know, so I'm surprised it's not more younger R&B artists coming out of the Twin Cities right now versus rap. I'm truly shocked that R&B isn't on top of hip hop. Hip hop is like on top of R&B right now, but R&B's always been a Twin City thing. You know, especially Minneapolis, Prince, and then The Time, and then Alexander O'Neal, and then Andre Simone, and then Next, Mint Condition, then Next, and you know, it's like, where's the next R&B star gonna be? Where's it gonna come from? I mean, there's some R&B singers out here, you know, male and female. I just think that some people think they know too much.
Right.
And you don't have to know everything. And also, it's like anybody that's into music or trying to help an artist is probably black. They're probably 45, 50, 55 years old, and they're trying to help a R&B artist or a rap artist that's 25, 21, 20, and the way that they've come up, they're not going to listen to me. And I understand that because they probably don't have that type of structure at home to listen to a man, you know what I'm saying, a black man, whatever. So real. For me to try to guide them or try to give them any guidance or any instruction or even try to be a leader for them, it's kind of like, oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I get it because that ain't how they raised up. You know, daddy ain't at the crib.
Right.
You know, uncles probably don't care. So it's like, they're going to treat me just like that. But I understand, I get it. But I still try to force some influence on them, but I also listen and learn. So they thinking that, oh, it's his way or the highway. No, I'm doing exactly what you're telling me you want me to do for you. This is what you told me you want me to do. You want to put your music out. You want to do a video. You want to get promotion. Okay, all right, I'm going to go do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no money for it. I don't care. I got you. You know, and I just go do it. So now that we've done it, don't get offended that I done it.
Right.
Just take what I got and go promote it and go become somebody great, you know, in the music industry. That's it.
Yeah, man, and it's funny that you say that because like when I look at certain things, I notice that I see more artists complain or make Facebook statuses or be out partying more than I actually see them working or dropping music, and that's why I always be like kind of confused. You know what I mean? Like, so a person from you, like, how much music do you think an artist should be dropping if they're trying to really, you know what I mean? How much music do you think they should at least be dropping for a month? I'll say.
For a month?
Yeah.
I mean, if you have the budget or if you have the opportunity, I'd say 2 songs a month.
Yeah, that's fair.
2 songs a month, or more.
Or more.
Or more.
That's like the minimum. Just like
at
least 2
is the minimum. I be because right now the industry is set up to where you can drop music whenever you want, however you want. As much music as you want to put out, do it. The more music you put out, the better chance you're gonna make. It's like shooting craps, you know what I'm saying? Yep. The more I shoot, I'm probably gonna pass. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna hit. But if I roll one time and I crap out and I quit, then I ain't gonna get no money. You know?
Yeah, no, that's real. That's like a really good way to look at the shit, man. Like, I hear artists complain about certain things, like, because I know you've put together a lot of shows. You set up shows. You done had artists on shows and all showcases and all that. I hear a lot of artists complain about certain things, and like I wanted to ask you because I always hear them what they complain about. What's something that you, as a person that put together the shows, complain about? Hate when artists, you know what I mean, when it comes to booking a show, like whether it's them not showing up all time or them doing something like what's like a personal pet peeve that you personally hate?
Right now, I'm kind of like, usually, you know, you just answer a question. Like, a lot of times I see podcasts and people just answer the question. I'm going to answer this question a different way. Minnesota artists, shut the fuck up and stop bitching. Just shut the fuck up and stop bitching. Just wreck the show. Be done with it. That's that. Just stop bitching. You know what I'm saying? You guys are just, you got it. I mean, you can go to the Red Sea. AK throwing a show every week.
Shout out to AK, man.
Man, you could rock a show every week. These man's giving away money, cars, trips. Yo, I went to a open mic at the Taste of Rondo. Yo, it's somewhere to rock all the time. So it's like, man,
I'm glad you brought it real quick. Shout out to Taste of Rondo. Shout out to Juice Lord. That shit's beautiful. Like I wasn't there last night. We were shooting last night, but I was there two Wednesdays before that. I went to like 3 of them since they've been happening. Shout out to that. That's something that the city needs, and we really respect that. That's like a real sacred place, especially we from St. Paul. It's at the Taste of Rondo right there where that's like real kind of sentimental for people that like really grew up here, was born here. So we definitely appreciate that, man, for real.
I got some hip hop, I got some politics thrown at me, I got everything thrown at me.
It was like a real spoken word.
It was cracking. There was some really good artists performing there, and I was like, yo, okay, you know, I passed out some download cards like, hey, get with me, whatever. My buddy Nigel Shaw was with me, my A&R Katie was with me. It's like, yo, it's this. We got a real label. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you form that team, man? Because I see you like since I've been, you know what I mean, since I saw you on social media and got wind of you, found out who you was. You've had the same people around you, and it seemed like it's the same foundation as far as that. So like, how'd you kind of get to that point?
I got a lot of times people think I'm by myself. Mm-hmm. And
I thought you was. I ain't gonna lie.
No. It's like, you know, people like, I can make that phone call.
Yeah.
I can make that phone call.
Okay.
You know, it's like, it could get for real.
Yeah.
But that's just not what it is. Like, it's thick. It's bigger. It's bigger than what people think. My family's super big. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people in St. Paul. I assume that I'm cool with most people in St. Paul. You know, if somebody don't like me, all right, you know, no big deal. I love them anyways. But as far as like music itself, we were doing music when I got out of high school. Then my cousin David Ross and Nigel Shaw, they had a group, LOC. They was coming up. They done did shows with like Ice-T and 6ix9ine Boys and stuff, you know, the Alcoholics. So I go back in it. Then I went to prison and stepped away from it. Then my buddy called me one day like, man, start the label back up. I'm ready to rock it. I'm like, all right, you know. So I did it, and it just started flourishing. It just started getting out of Minnesota. You know, I started meeting artists in other places and meeting other industry heads in other places. And they just started giving me other information on how to blow a label up in today's industry, because you're not selling physical copies no more. It's a digital world. So it's like, yo, I had to learn that like fast. And there was some young cats that, oh, gee, we got your back. We're going to teach you how to do it. Then it's like, then when they showed me, they was like, oh, man, you know more than us now. So now they can get information from me. Like, hold on now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can make some money off of this. Right. So we can sit at home and put out music and make a lot of money. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I like that. You know, let's do it. But I think artists in Minnesota, like for some odd reason, no, not even on Minnesota, artists in general, I'm not going to rag on my local artists. I love them. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of so many of them.
Listen, we got a lot of talent here.
Oh, my God.
A lot of talent here.
You know, and these ain't no broke rappers, though.
Yeah, facts.
These ain't no broke rappers, man. Some of these guys got...
Some of these, yes, facts.
Yeah, they got a bag.
They got the budget. They got it.
They sure do. You know
they got the budget.
So I tell anybody in the country, if you're a label and you're looking for artists, come to Minneapolis and St. Paul. You're going to find an artist with a budget. They can handle that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's no number one artist in Minnesota, because there's so many people that are really, really good at a certain kind of genre, a certain kind of style of rap and hip hop that's out there. You can find that right here.
How'd you feel about that? Did you see the Young Gravy comments on he was on Vlad?
Let's not talk about that.
All right.
No.
No, I hear y'all.
I don't think he said anything
I don't think it was crazy. I just like to ask people about that. You know what I mean? Especially people that's involved in the music scene here, how they feel about it.
Let's not do that. Let's you know, it's I ain't got nothing bad to say. He doing his thing. Yeah, his thing. So
do you think he's one of the biggest artists that come out of here?
I was at a Vikings game and he performed there.
Yeah, for real.
And
he was at a Viking game?
I was at a Vikings game and he performed at halftime.
God damn, what that says that, huh?
Oh, hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm it's his people around. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah, I get it.
they didn't react to it the way I thought they would. Oh. So if I'm looking at that, I'm going, he's in the game. He's in the game. But from what I seen there, I don't know if Minnesota is his fan base. So he must got a fan base somewhere else because, like I said, it was his peers, and they was like,
they probably didn't even recognize it.
They wasn't on it.
I heard he from Switzerland, so he might be there. He might be super smart. Who knows?
I mean, if they're in Minnesota, they're probably from Switzerland, bro. Or Scandinavian or something like that.
In fact, you right. Right.
It is what it is.
Man, hey, yo, you said something to me on Facebook, man, and I wanted to ask you about that. Like, when I said all the bars on the east side is racist during the day, and then you said something about it, like it was like, I didn't know, like my mom and dad, they're not from here. They weren't born here, so like I didn't know who to ask. Like, so I had to ask you, like, what'd you mean by that? Give me a history on that.
The Rondo area, Selby area, Rice Street, East Side. It ain't that we wasn't there.
We wasn't there.
No, that's new. That's brand new. We wasn't there. You're not gonna get a person 50-year-olds plus say I was raised on the East Side. You're not gonna get that. Or I was raised on Rice Street. Trust me. Trust me. There's some cats a little bit older than me and be like they was chased from that side of town. No,
Rice Street.
Listen, I'm serious. I'm serious, and it just like, but you know how we are. We gonna move in. And if you don't like it, just too bad. But we wasn't when I was young. We wasn't over there.
Wow,
we wasn't over there, bro. I
did not know that.
No, not at all. Not in anybody. I can argue with anybody. I guarantee we was not over there.
And it's funny now that you say that. I used to live on the east side. I lived all over in St. Paul. I had every zip code possible.
Yeah.
I literally remember, I lived on the east side for like 6 years though. I remember seeing like white people, you know what I mean? Like they cool, they friendly, whatever. They older people though. They all have these East Side Pride stamps, and I always was like, found it funny because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like how we be like, oh, okay, we East Side Pride, you know what I mean? We think it's two different things. And then you see that, and then you say that, it's like, God damn.
It's still there, bro.
It's still there. Like, they still like, sorry shit, niggas.
Oh, Lord.
No, that's wild, man.
No, for real though, man. It's
Was there like some crazy? I don't mean to cut you off. Was there like some crazy like stories that you got growing up where it's like wild stories what you did with racism, like not from police but like
what's funny and people will be like, oh, he's tripping. I ain't really deal with it because my family, my uncle, my dad, my mom, they kind of was like in the game. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I got you.
So it was like everybody in there is
protected.
They protected, but they on a, it's crack, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. It's crack and money. You know what I'm saying? In the crack, I was raised in the crack house, bro. So in the crack house, everybody equal up in here. Yeah. No, for real though. I hope we can say that on here.
No, you good.
But I'm just saying, me coming up, it was like it was white people with money, but they there smoking crack and spending money and prostitutes and whatever. Ain't gonna be none of that up in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That ain't gonna be none of that. And then as I grew up and I started going to the east side and downtown and wherever that's Twin son. I ain't had no problems. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be nothing. It's like, that's Arthur and Luther's son. I ain't had no problems. So it was like, okay, I'm good. I kind of had a little halo around me. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place. So it worked out for me. But it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's the racism in Minnesota is here. But as far as if you're homegrown from St. Paul, if you're homegrown from St. Paul, you probably have not been seeing it as much because we probably didn't care that much.
And that's a fact.
Because we was so family orientated, we didn't really care. We wasn't really dealing with them like that anyways. We wasn't messing with them. I mean, our uncles was pimps and stuff, so yeah, it was some of them there. You know what they was there for, but and then their white buddies, they partying, and so I ain't see it.
Yeah.
I ain't see it, but as I got into the teenage years and so on, then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's here. Them starting going down south as a kid and like, yo, what in the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to them like that. No, oh, man, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that shit.
What are you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? Man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out of town with my cousins, man. Oh, man, we don't really deal with them. I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? You know, telling my brother, I guess we ain't going to deal with them right now. Right. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I mean, racism it's here. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem in America, definitely. I don't know how to cure it. You know, I'm not gonna tell you that. I wouldn't tell a person that I don't know how to cure it.
You can't cure hate. Like
no,
because that's what it is. At the end of the day, it's a hate, and hate is taught. You know what I mean?
It's embedded in people.
It's embedded in people. Know, people don't wake up hating people.
Yep, from generations and generations and so on and so on. But it's getting better. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said. It's getting better.
Yeah, but some of the situations that like the George Floyd and Dante Wright and Philando was like, yo, that should never happen. That stuff is like, how does that happen? Like, I've been pulled over. I don't have like the best criminal record in here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I've been interactions with the police has been a lot, and it's been some rough interactions.
Right.
So when I see that, I'd be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? But I've hanged with some tough guys and been into some situations with some police where I've physically been in physical altercations with the police, and I'm going like, hey, maybe I'm lucky as hell. I'm lucky as hell. Seriously,
honestly, bro, just from how shit, like how you just said those 3 examples, and then how you said they died for nothing.
Yeah, they died for nothing.
They died for nothing. That shit could have been, and like people always say, you know, they bring up what they were doing. I'm like, yo, did he deserve to die? That's all I say. He deserved to die. I don't give a fuck what they like. Philando didn't do shit.
Absolutely nothing.
Philando didn't do shit but comply.
Absolutely nothing.
He complied, my nigga. That's why that shit was just wild. Like he said to the dude, and they still let dude. Don't dude work for another police?
Now we talked about the East Side and all that. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Falcon Heights in Roseville.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me know.
It's never been friendly to us.
Never.
You get in. I guarantee this.
I need a fucking history book of St. Paul.
Every person my age in the 90s got a ticket or being pulled over going to Roseville, how you go down Snelling, you take the left right there at the gas station, and you go up and you take the right at the cornfield, and you've been pulled over or followed right there. I guarantee it. And if anybody said, oh, they never bothered me there, you was a lie. You've been pulled over right there. And it's kind of like, what? And so when I seen that happen, I said, wow, I've been pulled over there several times. You know what I'm saying? For no reason. I done went to that Amoco, pulled out, police pulled me over several times. So it's like, was that going to happen? Yes. I just hate it happened to a school food worker, a really good guy in the community, man. Yeah. That's what makes it go like, yo, man, this man don't deserve nothing like that. He ain't done. Yeah. No man deserves that. But then you go, really, like, this man really don't deserve. This man is with his girl and a child in the car.
Literally, that's why that shit was just wild to me. Where I'm like, what?
Yeah. That's
shit.
Horrible.
The shit is weird, man. I was on the Wholesome podcast a couple weeks ago, and I said to them, I was like, do y'all think that, you know, us Black people in America, do y'all think we just kind of cursed living here? Because it seems like
no. I don't think we're cursed.
You don't think we cursed?
I think we're.
What do you think it is? Because I feel like it's something that's like it's just something like some type of programming, conditioning.
I don't.
For most, I ain't gonna say all of us. You know what I mean.
I don't never feel like a victim. You know what I'm saying? I was in prison with some guys, man, and it was like, woe is me. I'm like, woe is me when you was balling out of control, bro. You know, come on, man. When you just had 50 bands in the car, speeding down, music banging, blunt in the mouth, hitting licks, woe is me?
Right.
Come on, man. And then you gonna get out of here and you gonna be doing the same shit. Thing. Yep. So I'm not gonna tell. All I'm gonna tell you is like, what you gonna do when you get out? I'm gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I bet I won't come back here. Yeah. I'm going to be good. And then some of them cats see me, and it's like, damn, bro, you good. Like, yeah, I'm good. So if a person go, well, what's up with Willie Green? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I'm good. I'm straight. I don't care what nobody in the Twin Cities say. I don't care what my hater in Baltimore says or my hater at the label in Cleveland say. Some people gonna see this and they gonna laugh at this, like, because they know what I'm talking about.
You got some haters out here?
I got some haters out here, bro. But I don't care, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing about me is, if you see me on social media and I say something, and there's gonna be somebody that see this, I done said something on social media and you done said something back, But when I seen you, I was right in your chest, spitting in your face. I'm like, yo, that's me. It ain't that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is my social media page. I can say what I want to say, and you can say what you want to say. But I'm not here to judge you or scold you about what you're saying. I'm saying, yo, I'm doing this to promote what I'm doing.
What does that shit say when before everybody opens up their Facebook, before you type a thing? What the fuck does it say?
What's on your mind?
Do y'all forget that?
What's on your mind?
It says what's on my mind.
What's on your mind?
Stop getting mad at people. It's on my mind. I'm mad that I can't think what you want me to think. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, because it happens all the time.
Yeah.
I see it, bro.
Yeah.
I see it. I see you post like something simple with somebody come on there trying to argue with you.
Oh my God.
And I just sit back because I've been following you for a minute. I'll be like, y'all do realize that like it's not gonna
check it out.
Yeah.
The algorithm is a bitch and I'm trying to pimp it, baby. We gonna get some money off that motherfucker.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
That's a whole freeway to drive on for us to get some money. If we not going on there getting paid, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely trying to take advantage of the algorithm and get some money, man. You know that.
That's just real, man. So like, since you've been around for a long minute and all that, how you feel about the club scene here right now?
The club scene is popping, man. You can't hate on the club scene in the Twin Cities,
Fuck
man.
with it.
Yeah.
No, that's real. That's real.
You know?
Oh, you got to push it in. Push it in. Oh, no, I'm good, bro. I parked on the street. I appreciate you, bro. Yep. Nah, yeah. So you fuck with the club scenes here and shit?
I mess with the club scene. I come from the Quest and the Glam Slam and Daddy Rocks and South Beach. Yo, man, come on. Man, Riverview. Club Cristal was my favorite club.
See, I was going to say, bro, like, see, that's the thing with me, man. That's the thing with me. I'm so St. Paul, like I rep St. Paul. I don't like the club like that. But if there was clubs in St. Paul, I know I would be in them.
You know what's funny? This when you doing that, yeah, they used to see me at the club with two of the baddest black chicks in the Twin Cities. You know what I'm saying? That's what they used to see. No, for real. And we fly as hell. Or with the whole crew, Versace and Gator shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's how we was coming through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For real though. And people know that's just was us. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like. The club scene is like, the club scene used to be like, yo, I can't wait till Saturday. I'm about to be clean as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wearing no Jordans to the club.
It was like different. You really had to dress up.
Man, I'm coming through there hurting them.
I ain't gonna lie. I wish I was around in that era because I ain't with the niggas wearing Jordans with tuxedos.
We're buying champagne.
You niggas wearing Jordans with tuxedos for. Like, I hate you Calvin Cambridge ass niggas, man. Like,
look, man, a bottle of Moet and she see that Versace is it. No, for real though. I'm telling you, the whole routine was like, you see it, you like it, you send the champagne over, you send the Moet because Moet was popping in, right. or the Dom Perignon, and you send that, and you see they see the crew. All them cats is dressed up, they fly. The whips outside is dope. You good. You know what I'm saying? We not leaving the club fighting and shooting. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that. I was just about to ask you that. I was like, how many was that? It wasn't a bunch of. It was probably the toughest niggas in the spots, but everybody didn't have no beef. It was copacetic because it was girls around. What do you think is the biggest difference in between that shit being the norm and versus what we get now? Is it music to blame, or what do you think?
I'm gonna blame it on the fellas.
Hey, that's real.
I'm gonna blame it on the fellas because I think the fellas don't understand. They control the mood. They control the swag. You know what I'm saying? The females is the party favorite. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? The females done got dressed up in them skimpy dresses, them shoes with their toes done, nails done, hairs done. They got on the $400 perfume to make sure you can smell them. Right. You know what I'm saying? And y'all about to fight?
That's what I don't get. I'm like, all these girls, like.
No. I'm not. In fact, it's like this. The club is over at 2.
Yep.
And I need to be home by 4:30. So in between 2 and 3:45, you know what it is. And then I'm gonna get home. You know what I'm saying? It might be an argument, or I better been unpopped the Viagra because I got a second duty to do. But I'm telling you, no, man, come on, man.
He said, my office hours are from.
Man, look, man, I'm just saying, man, you gotta, I think fellas gotta love women a little more. You guys gotta fall in love with women a little bit more.
I like that.
And if y'all fall in love with women a little bit more, me and my guys, we go into the club, and it's not necessarily that's what we go in the club, but we going to dance, we going to kick it. We might get a phone number. We might never not call nobody, but that's what we going to do.
Good time.
You know, but time. I'm not going there to be like, when I see the op, it's up. Bro, no, you can't come with us.
Yeah.
You can't even come, man. You got to stay at the crib,
go, stay at home. We're not trying to do all that tonight.
These shoes cost me $400, dog. You know what I'm saying? This shirt cost me $250. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? We about to go kick it. You know what I'm saying? We about to,
Thanks, man.
You know, and then we going to Pizza Luce.
I was just about to say, I'm trying to be at Pizza Luce.
Or Perkins in Midway, and we about to go kick it. We not doing no, it ain't going to be no drama. You know what I'm saying? But stuff happens. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
stuff has happened. But what I'm seeing now after the club is kind of like, fellas, if you're going to the club to get into a fight, just don't go to the club. Just stay. You can just get into a fight on the street. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm going to the club for. That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm going to the club to meet a female. That's what it is. And that's what the homies is doing. You know,
nah, facts, man. Literally, like, the whole intentions has changed on people. People don't know what the fuck they really want to do or what they even want out of stuff, man.
No, for real. So, like, St. Paul ain't really came up on gangster. St. Paul came up on
click banging.
No. St. Paul came up on macking and pimping. So
okay.
It's been about
school me. Yeah.
It's been about man being with women. Maybe it's just you and her, and if it's a guy with that one chick, she walking in like Queen Sheba up in the joint. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be the baddest ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if he got multiple, and it's gonna be like that, but. That's just an era I came up in. Am I saying it's okay? No, but that's just what
it was.
I seen. You know what I'm saying? I seen men with women. I ain't see no. I ain't grow up in gang banging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never been in a gang. I probably got a gang banging homie in every gang there is across the country, but I never gang banged. You know what I'm saying? But
same here.
You know,
I never felt like I had to.
You shouldn't have to.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of people feel like they have to. I personally never even felt like. It was I don't know, man, but like it goes into what you said though at the beginning. I had my pops in my life, so it was it's different. It's different. It's different for that. I had my pops in my life where it's like when you raise, you got a certain structure in life. You see things for what they really are in a different perspective than most people that don't. Like like you said earlier, because I just never. To me, it was just you know what it was. Like when you were a kid, you always interested in shit. From shit you see on TV and all that shit.
Yep.
When growing up here, we talking about this off camera about how Minnesota is different from other the motherfuckers being there in the struggle or not. We growing up here, I definitely had friends that good. All right, we good. We back.
So artists in the Twin Cities need to get their PR up. They need to be on blogs, podcasts. They need to be really promoting hard. They need to be running Spotify campaigns, YouTube campaigns, TikTok campaigns at a heavy level. They need to spend whatever they can spend to get that done. You know what I'm saying? They need to be running radio campaigns, digital radio campaigns, everything, nonstop. I mean, every dime you got, if you want to make it, you need to be doing that. You need to be strictly doing that. And if there's anything that you need done as far as PR, you want to get in major blogs, all that, tap in with me. You can hit me at dubdigler@gmail.com. I can help you with your PR. Artists locally got to do more PR because they got to get out of the Twin Cities. Yeah, right now, it's like, why do I want to be the best rapper in Minneapolis and St. Paul? There's no major labels in Minneapolis and St. Paul. You know what I'm saying? So why would I care? It's some independent labels that could be bussing. You know what I'm saying? But how many independent labels actually have major distribution deals? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got distribution through Empire. You know what I'm saying? And we got distribution through Video. We got distribution something else coming up. You hear, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you're on TuneCore, CD Baby, stuff like that. That's do it yourself. That's not that. It's like you got to pay. It's like, but the way I got it set up, I can put out as much music as I want to nonstop whenever I want to do it. And it's going to be on every major platform that there is. You know what I'm saying? There's no in between that. Promotion is key. Like Brick's been on the billboards or do digital billboards across the country. You know what I'm saying? Mm. You just gotta get out there and promote yourself. You can't, even if you're gonna promote in the Twin Cities, you should have a street team outside. You know, they should be walking around with the with the sign and handing out flyers and having on a T-shirt or have your truck wrapped with your face and your music on it.
I used to see that shit all the time as a kid. I don't see that no more. I swear to God, I used to see that shit all the time.
You should have download cards where they can just, scan the code and it take it to all your music, stuff like that. A lot of times you try to give that information to people but they Google something else or somebody else that don't even have nothing to do with music, try to tell them something and they brush you off like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. So I'm like, okay. I know artists like 2 Times, like me and you talking about. Yeah. That guy there, he's dope as hell. My artist Reed Bricks, dope as hell musically. You know what I'm saying? E.B. Marie, she's new to my team, but I'm really in love with her talent. You know what I'm saying? I like artists like Jay Solo. I like Akita. I like Mr. Mayhem. I like John Ray. I could go on everybody. Yeah. Juice Lord Cole, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my cousin Danny Givens just dropped the record. It's like, yo, I'm on the album cover. It's like, all right, I'll fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? It can go on and on and on and on. I can name artists for days, black and white, Rhyme Sayers or Tay Supreme or, 50 Tyson. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying shout out to all them people.
Shout out to the.
Shout out to all them people.
Should we shout out the Rhyme Sayers? I heard some bad things about them.
Man, Philip Day is my brother. Philip Day is with Rhyme Sayer. Philip Day is
I don't know. I don't know.
Nah,
people.
Man, ain't nothing negative. I mean, how come whenever somebody makes it, if somebody makes it and they ain't black, they ain't cool? Or somebody, or the other way, if somebody make it, they ain't white, they ain't cool. Why do we even worry about that? We need to be like, yo, what did you do to get that plug? What I need to give you to give me that plug? If I gotta pay you for the plug, I'll pay you for the plug. But you're not gonna see me. You see my social media. I'm not beefing with no other label or beefing with no other artists until if they want to be disrespectful, I'll hit your inbox. And if I got your number, I'll call you like, what's wrong? Well, what's going on?
What's going on?
You know, what's your deal? Why do you care? I got artists in Detroit. His name is Pills Doe on my label. I got an artist named Goku. He's in Des Moines. I got an artist named. Put me on to him. Seriously, Cole. I got an artist named Colo Chanel. She in Des Moines. I got an artist named Cruze. He's in Peoria. And trust me, ain't nobody fucking with this motherfucker cold. I got an artist named Barna. He in Chicago.
Send me all they links,
I'm about to be managing this artist named Rolling Stone here in Milwaukee. I got artist partners in Baltimore, Maryland. I got business partners in Atlanta, Georgia. I got business partner in LA. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I don't have to say everything all the time. But people assume that they so much bigger than you because they are on every platform all the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're not fucking with me. Nobody fucking with me. That's just me. My label is legit. If people say there's no label in Minnesota that can help me, my label can help you. We got our own radio station that pays royalties when your music's spin. Really? You know what I'm saying? People spend it 100 times a week. If they got their stuff registered with their PRO and media base, they're gonna get paid.
How does that go for that? Like, what does the artist have to do for them to get their record playing on the radio?
They could submit and we could do a radio campaign, and I have other radio stations that are in the Live 365 stuff like that. So I can have you linked with 10 radio stations, and you'll be getting hella spins. It's like whatever. Stop not wanting to deal with Minnesota people because a black guy is 40 years and older and they're trying to help you. You got to cut that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that people in your family that's my age or up or around that have done you wrong. I'm not here to do you wrong. I'm not here to steal from you. I'm here to try to help your music career and help myself.
And I ain't never heard an artist ever say that you stole anything from them. And, these artists be quick to say, I've never heard
I had an artist recently, I came across something and definitely tried that. And I was like, hold on, you own your publishing, I don't. Right. You own your masters, I don't. You got your ISRs, you got your ISR and UPC, you register your music, you chase that. I'm going to chase your streaming through the distribution company because I'm going to make sure I get my percentage to give you your percentage. But I don't own your music. That's your music. That's your music. You own that. You know what I'm saying? I done pay for people's video, or my label done pay for people's video, paid for studio time. Hell, we flew an artist to a whole island and shot video. Cold as hell, still dope. What I'm saying?
Y'all flew them out.
We flew them out. And they in a whole nother state.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
What more do artists
IG model, a dope-ass videographer. You know what I'm saying? Dope-ass setting, pools, ocean views. No, don't. Listen.
I hear you.
Listen, I'm talking about exotic, dog.
Yeah, that sounds like it's lit.
I'm talking about exotic. I'm talking about the budget, the big label budget on a video, cold. You know what I'm saying? And the videographer laid it down. Shout out to Magnard. He's in Houston. That's Jay Bree's dad, but whatever. But he's cold. You know what I'm saying? And Jay Bree is my favorite R&B artist in the Twin Cities. Give him a shout out. That boy cold. That boy cold. Man. Whoever's not listening to his music or sharing it, you should just smack yourself.
Yeah, it seems like it's a weird thing with support in Minnesota for certain things. I've noticed. You know what I think? I think motherfuckers need to get off Facebook. I think Facebook is a lot of these dudes' biggest enemy, man.
But don't try to shame people because they support somebody. Yeah. If a person supports another podcast,
people do that, bro.
If a person supports another podcast, your homie. You can't shame him for liking that.
I ain't never get mad.
But people do that.
Yeah,
and so on and so on and so on. I can't shame one of my artists for liking another label or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm throwing a show and another person throw a show the same day, knowing that I've been promoting the show for 2 months and then whatever, it's like, why don't you want them people to come and see what we doing? We come and see what you doing.
Right.
So why you want to start to block them from coming to see what we doing?
Like on purpose.
That's whack, man. That's just trash. But so what though? You can't fuck with what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not in competition with you. We're in competition with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get somebody some mansion money, Bentley money, private plane money, kids scholarship fund money. You know what I'm saying? We're chasing that. We're not chasing local clout because I already got enough clout. You know what I'm saying? It's for real though. Y'all can ask your big homies about me. You know what I'm saying? And the one that say something bad, he just a hater anyways. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't like nobody. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. He probably don't like nobody. But if it's like I'm so cocky. You got Meech over there throwing hella show. You got Mickey Frost doing what he doing. Man, you got so many people doing dope stuff in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Like I said, AK earlier, I rock with that. Who got a venue where you can go, man, open mic, we're going to go Thursday.
Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff going on. This shit is definitely
But will those people that you give shout outs to do the same thing for you?
Nah, bro, I done had people give me love privately, but it's like you said, man, like a lot of people, they walk around with a lot of bitch assness within them. You know what I mean? So it's like you said, like why are you scared to support me publicly, but then you'll support me privately? It's weird almost, like for a person not to interact with something you post, but for them to hit you up directly in the inbox and say, yo, that's dope what you're doing, where it's like, you ain't like it or share it or comment on it. Why ain't you just...
Now you say that. I just dropped a record with Hawkman Get It, and it's called Wintertime Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Super dope. Y'all go look at that. Reed Bricks got a record called Blessed, and the Game Plan that just dropped. Colo Chanel, she from Detroit. She from Des Moines. She just dropped a dope record, Pills Dough. That's my artist. He dropped this. You can look up that. E.B. Marie, we just dropped a single with her, and we're working on another project with that. Artist bar none from Chicago. Several songs that I got out with him. You know what I'm saying? And there's other artists that I got records out with. I'm not gonna mention their name. You know what I'm saying? But the records are there, and they're still there. And if that song blows up, that's your money. So if you got a record out with me and you're not blowing that record up, that's on you because you own that record. That's your record. That's your publishing.
Push it.
You got rights to that. You should be wanting to push that record because if that record blow up, that's your money.
It's your money.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I don't need nothing from nobody. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna have new cars. I'm gonna have a great place to live. I got everything is good. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to, upset nobody. But I'm good. I'm not coming here bragging. I'm just saying I'm good. So I'm just here to try to help artists get their music on platforms that wouldn't normally be there. And a lot of times I put music out. It costs people money. I'm doing that stuff out of my pocket.
Oh, so you actually...
I'm doing that stuff for free because you might not have it right now. But, yo, man, that's a hot record. Let's put that shit out and see what happens. Let's put it out and see what happens.
That's just crazy.
You never know. We got the platform. Yo, man, you never know what happened. But it's a song first industry. Put the song out, then you start promoting the song, then you put out videos, then you do PR, whatever. And usually it should be the other way around. But like I said, we just put music out and we go out there. My A&R, she works. She be all over the country, man. You know what I'm saying? Working with people. Like, she worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, where you been? What part of the country are you today? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know, I'm in New York. I'm with this person. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I don't need to dictate what you do. Do what you doing. I brought you into this game. Now make your way in the game. You know what I'm saying? She done hooked up with people that I would never dream about hooking up with. So she done surpassed me. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's my label, but hey, run the label. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm just like basically like I'm that other face to the urban streets. You know what I'm saying? That she can't really go walk on them streets. You know what I'm saying? You and me could walk on them streets. You know what I'm saying? There's some cities that they can't go to St. Louis, Detroit, whatever. But I'm gonna pull up. I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I can pull up. I'm gonna pull up, and I know some people there, and they gonna have me. Chicago right now. I got a label partner there. His name is Megastar. You know what I'm saying? His label is popping. This cat done hooked me up with some of the biggest concert promoters in the country. He's on the hottest radio stations out there, and it's like anything I need, I can go there. We can take artists out of here and go link up with them, and man, we good. You know what I'm saying? I don't need Minnesota. These artists that I work with, they don't need St. Paul and Minneapolis to become somebody. Right. They don't need it at all. If they choose to do this, they can do this. You know what I'm saying? But I would tell them like, yo, and also you gotta have a budget though. Yeah. You gotta have a budget. Being a rapper, singer today is not cheap. Right. I'm telling you. So you know, it's like if you can't pay your rent, car note, take care of your kids, insurance, your bills, and still have some bands left, don't even choose to be a rapper or a singer because you can't afford that. It costs. You know what I'm saying? You can't just like, oh, I got a song out. I paid $19.99 for it to be out on TuneCore. Oh, I'm gonna make it. No, now you gotta be paying for promotion. Now you got to pay for playlists. Now you got to pay to be on blogs. You know what I'm saying? You want to be on Off the Porch or Vlad. You know what I'm saying? Or Lyrical Lemonade. That costs. That and I ain't talking about no $50.
You paying like a bare minimum 5 racks to get off the porch probably.
Hey, you see 2 times did it? Yeah. That's why I mess with dude, man. Dude hit me up like
him and the other No let up ski.
Yep. I seen that. And that's dope that they're actually gonna go out there and do that for themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I got Brick's gonna be on like 300 blogs here coming up. 300, bro.
Yeah, that's work.
300 blogs. He's about to be on 300 blogs.
That's work.
There ain't no artist on 300 blogs. He's about to be on 300 blogs. I'm about to have a PR run for every artist on my label right now. I'm about to just run it. I'm not waiting for nobody to get their budget. I'm just gonna do it because it's like, yo, okay, if we got a 70-30 deal or 80-20, I got to work for my 20%. Right. So I'm going to go earn my 20%. I'm going to go do that. I'm not just going to be like, well, all right, we put your record out. You go out there and earn that 100%, and I'm going to take that 20% from you. I'm going to go out there and try to make that 100% to get my 20%. And that's going to motivate you to go like, hold on, I got to go out there and hustle and work hard with this guy. But I don't like to really sign deals with people because it's like, there's always some negativity that happened, and if something happened to where we not seeing eye to eye, hey, just go on about your business. I'll pull your music down. You take your music. You go and do what you want to do with it, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I try to mess with artists that I'm cool and close with. You know what I'm saying? Or we have a good relationship because they understand that. But some artists, they don't be understanding that, and it's like, yo, man, we ain't doing all that. We're not gonna be doing all that. We a team. You know what I'm saying? I work for you. You know what I'm saying? I work for you. So your music is out. I work for you. If this record starts selling to a level where we need a deal, now we got to go get an attorney and sign a deal so everybody's protected. But in the beginning, it's like, yo, if we ain't selling no record, we don't even need to do that. Let's just get it done. But I'm not here to like rip anybody off. I'm not gonna be that shady record label. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not that shady record label. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how it works. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I'm probably putting out 75% into the project to that person's 25%. And sometimes I just go out and promote stuff and do stuff and I don't even care. I don't put artist music on like Spade TV and stuff like that. I just went ahead and done it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna get you on there and let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like you really want artists to win. Like you put, like from what you said, like you put your own money to make sure if you believe in something, like if you believe in an artist, you'll put your own money up to make sure.
Man, I mean, I got my artists out of town, but I just want some rich black St. Paul, Minneapolis kids, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Can some of y'all get some money, bro? Like some real, no, for real though. Instead of drug dealing and all the other stuff, I want one of y'all to. I would just love to see one of these kids just blow up out of this out the stratosphere, man.
Is there some St. Paul artists that you personally think can have a good year this year?
Yeah.
Who you think?
Rico 600.
Hey. You heard him, man. You supposed to be here, man. Where you at, brother?
Yep. I think he's the most complete package. When I say an artist with a budget, artist with a plan, artist with a fan base, an artist who absolutely needs nobody to make it happen.
He fits all those.
All that. But he know I'm that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like we 100% here and there. I think he's won St. Paul. Bricks for sure, but it's already up. I'm gonna tell you who I really think that can blow up. All shit aside, man. Beyond anybody else in the Twin Cities, you know, I think Jay Solo might be, because I heard some stuff. I heard some music that she sent me, and when you were talking about Tupac earlier, or Queen Latifah, or people who have music with a message with real pain, real something that's gonna make you sit down and say, damn, she been through that? Yeah. She sent me a record, man, and I was like, her Fallen Angels, that was the name of the song. All My Fallen Angels, something. And I was like, man, if these people hear this, if they really shut up and listen and hear this, that could be a platinum record. And that's being real. You know what I'm saying? That's just being that. She got one. You know what I mean? And it's like that. She's not on my team. She the homie. I like Minnesota Official Boys. They got a hot record out right now, an R&B joint, man. Talking about Put It Down. Boy, look. Banger. So there's artists out here doing good music, but a lot of people are doing music so they do not want to go listen or promote them people's music because they like, well, maybe they going to make it be for me. Maybe actually if you play their music and share their music, they going to take you with them or y'all can do it together. You know what I'm saying? It's like this podcast. Like I'm seeing a podcast and a person mention your podcast, and I'm like, why are y'all mentioning that man's podcast? What does that man's podcast got anything to do with y'all podcast?
Nothing at all.
Why are you rating your podcast and your podcast and your podcast, and I'm number 1 and I'm number 2 and this is number 3, this is number 4, this is number 5, this whatever? Why are we even doing that?
It's the weirdest shit to me.
You know,
I ain't never ranked no podcast. It's the weirdest shit to me here.
I should be like, I'm the number 1 label in St. Paul.
Yeah, like who really wants to be the tallest midget?
I feel.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna feel weird after I say that. Like, why did I even say that? You
That's
know what
how
I'm
I
saying?
feel. I mean, to me, just because like I got into podcasting, like a lot of these people that get into podcasting, you know what they watch? They watch No Jumper and they watch Vlad. They don't really watch podcasts. It's a million podcasts where it's like not all podcasts is music related or hip hop related. There's other podcasts. So a lot of people here. I didn't just watch hip-hop podcasts. I wathed other podcasts
We
first.
just covered a lot of stuff. We went from racism to music to whatever. I had to go back and give some information like, well, he took me somewhere else, but they're going to be like, yo, you didn't mention me on the podcast. I'll be like, every artist on my team did an interview and you didn't mention me.
You know how that shit goes. You know how that shit goes.
Make sure they edit that in. Remember that time you did a podcast and you didn't mention my name, but I mentioned your name. No, for real.
Yeah, man. The shit is weird, bro. But you know, at the end of the day, a lot of people are doing things for the wrong reasons, and clout is the biggest drug right now. That shit got people. I really personally feel like people would rather go viral than to get some money. People would rather go viral and get 1 million views than to get $3,000.
Let me ask you a question, though. I got my own platform.
Yeah.
Got a radio station that's 365 Live or whatever. What can we do as a label in an outfit to help you get bigger? What can we do to help you out, bro?
Honestly, telling more people about it. You know what I mean? Like spreading awareness about it. Telling more people about it. Potentially lining up, throwing oops to, you know, yo, you should interview this person. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get outside of artists. I want to talk to people like you. I want to talk to people that's behind the scenes. Like, artists is cool, but I always tell people I'm a guy that I like having real conversation, getting information. I don't like just, so what's your favorite shoes?
So we can do a show and it's like Say No More on Real Deal and do a hip hop show or something.
That sounds good.
I'm saying though.
Yeah, we can say
did y'all go on a podcast and ask this man that?
Yeah,
I want to do business with this man.
Yeah, I'm definitely with all that. I'm trying to. That's the one thing I'm trying to do right now. I'm really trying to network and really build real shit. Like a lot of people say shit like, and I just want to touch on this real quick because shout out to Minnesota Stand Up. Shout out to Mr. Neal, man. You know what I mean? Because he made a post saying like, you know, when all the Minnesota podcasts come together, and I had to tell him like, I had to say this like, it's not about us getting together, bro. You can have a podcast, like you said, it's a variety. It's a buffet. It can be, I want ham over here, I want some macaroni. Everything is different. We don't have to necessarily unite. We can coexist. I'm done. I said on the Wayne Wonder joint yesterday, I'm done talking about people, other podcasts. I'm done mentioning them. I'm worried about what I'm doing because this shit turns into some reality TV shit. And I'm not a WWE.
All my team is gonna come rock with you, bro. Everybody,
send them my way, bro. I'll fuck with them, bro, because I just want to kind of build the brand up. So I mean, more people realize it's not just a chatty patty platform. It's not no clickbait platform. We are here really trying to help minorities, youths in the city. We're trying to spread awareness on certain problems, and we trying to really educate. So definitely, bro, for sure. Man.
No, I'm with this. I appreciate you giving me the time to come on. I know I just, like I said, it's a real label in St. Paul to help y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stealing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? We got cars, clothes, Versace, Rolex, all that. We good. We got jobs. We got businesses. We got outside of music, but we will do anything we can to help you. You know what I'm saying? But you run your career. We're just going to be working for you and with you. So if you looking for a label home or a label partner, I should say, label partner, because Real Deal E.N.T can definitely help you. I have other people that can manage you, whether they're in Minnesota, Atlanta, Baltimore, whatever. I have other people that can help you. So if you don't want a local manager, I can hook you up with somebody in another place. You know what I'm saying? I have PR service access. I have Spotify playlist access, Apple playlist access, YouTube playlist access. All the major blogs, I can get you on all the major blogs there is. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to hook up with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, guarantee you'll be on them. I'm talking about every level blog that you can think of. I have access to that. I have access to where you can get on major shows across the country. I even throw a show with you, and I will be having my Raspberry Island show this summer. You know what I'm saying? Raspberry Island right here downtown, St. Paul on the river. Oh, yeah. You know, we'll have food truck, everything like that. You know, free, whatever.
We'll be out there.
Yeah, yes, Y'all got to come outside and kick it. Let's bring the kids out and the girlfriends out and the mama out, the grandma out. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Leave the drama
aunties
at home.
too. You know, bring the aunties. Bring y'all fine aunties.
Yeah, don't come with no drama because, you know, them old ladies are going to whoop you home. I'm just saying.
Facts.
You know, but I appreciate this man letting me on his platform, man, and just to give y'all the information. You know, y'all can follow me. My email is dubdigler@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Look me up if you want to send some demos to me. You see me on Facebook. Everybody see me on Facebook. Don't take everything personal, what I'm saying, because a lot of time it's just like I'm riding the algorithm. Like I said, that bitch gonna pay us, man. You know, and if you're not taking advantage of the algorithm, you're crazy. Because imagine this though. Facebook got billions of people, right? Yeah. That's free promotion.
Facts.
Twitter. Free promotion.
Twitter is crazy.
Instagram, free promotion. And you're on Facebook talking about you're going to fight the op instead of posting your video or music. And you can post 30-second clips of your video. You'll probably get more views than a minute.
Right.
That's what you should be doing. Post your music in your stories. Use your music in your stories. Use your friends' music in your stories. You know what I'm saying? On your post, use your music on that. You know what I'm saying? And any information that you need as far as consultation on what you can do for your career, hit me up. I don't want no money from you. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I'm telling you, we in the game. I got major distribution with Empire. You know what I'm saying? It's real. You know, and video, like I said, them are two major companies. I'm not the and I do some other DIY companies that, you know what I'm saying, like a company called Songcast. And I just got hit recently, man. I just got an inbox from a major, you know what I'm saying, to talk some business. You know what I'm saying? And I was like kind of shocked by it.
2023 is gonna be good.
Yeah, 2023 gonna be dope. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, all right. You know what I'm saying? So I send it to my team. My team check it out. They probably like, man, this man be working. And it's funny, man. I'll fly out of town on the sneak tip. I ain't even told nobody.
You don't even post it.
No. Go meet with somebody. If it ain't nothing to talk about, I might be there 24 hours. Pop in, pop out, talk business, get back home, and I'm at work in the next morning. You know what I'm saying? Shit, yeah. Like, and it's like, yo, you where was? How did that go, bro? It wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. But yeah, man, appreciate you, man. Thanks for your time here. Y'all see me? We talking. We didn't diss nobody.
Yeah, nothing. None of that.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't got to do that. We ain't got to do that to talk, man.
No.
Literally.
Say no more podcast. Y'all better come and get with fam. St. Paul got a dope podcast right here, man.
I appreciate you, man, for real, man. It's your boy Wayne. It's been another episode, man. Shout out to Willie, man. OG Will, Big Will, man. You know what I mean? CEO, Real Deal E.N.T, man, for pulling up, man. It's been another episode. My life, not yours.
He said, say no more.